Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to the 360 NoScope Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Josh, your local analyst for my fantasy team, not yours. Today's Sunday. We missed yesterday's episode, so I do apologise. I was going to do a ladder review today, but I will change that till tomorrow, just so we can kind of do a ladder review at the end of the week. I think that might be a good idea to see how we're going. Cole, are you there?
Thanks, Josh. You're listening to the 360 NoScope podcast. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Today, we are still 4-5. I cannot seem to break this threshold that Stick Smith has against me. This is the third time he has changed his name against us. So I did say it was against a little funny thing we do, but this is ridiculous. Stick to a name because I have stuck to my name for the last sort of 2 weeks, and it's been I can't think of another name to change, but I might do it later. But 4-5 isn't too flash. So we'll just go straight into my team. Today's episode will just probably be today, going through my guys. I think it's going to be a big day today on the players due to the last couple of days. It's been a couple of low amount of players. And we actually do have a trade. So we weren't going to open the trade table today, but we might have to see what this is here. I'm not looking forward to it. So straight into it, let's go. We're in the wrong day again because the day's over, so we might try to fix that, but maybe we don't. It's good to kind of keep things a bit real here. So, everyone goes onto their fantasy and they kind of pick through and they go, oh no, I've got the wrong day open. Oh no, I haven't set active players. Oh no, I've left someone on the bench and they've dropped 35 points and maybe 12 assists, and his name's not Luka Doncic from last season, but it doesn't matter because it's fine because we keep active players at this podcast. Big game, as I said, Lowry. 15-11. He actually won the game for the Heat. I watched the end of that. He got a steal off one Kyrie Irving, and he actually won the game. He 13 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. It's kind of classic Lowry. He's back from where he was before. He was in a bit of a slump, and we had a couple sharks in the water trying to take that for me. But I was holding on, and the big boy's back. Free throws at 83%. I still get comments about my free throw percentage on my team, but it's all right because we do fine when we look at it. Speaking of free throws, Desmond Bane, 7 for 7, 100% free throw percentage. Following up 25 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 stats. I'm going to run out of breath with his stat line. 1 block and 7 turnovers. 53% field goal. He is supposed to shoot a lot of points, but he did secure the win against Charlotte. We do love Bane here. He's a bit of a trade piece, but I'm not going to give him up for peanuts. And our favourite here, Westbrook, lost against Golden State today. Scored 19 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and only 1 turnover, which we love that for Westbrook. He is a turnover machine. Although when he's playing for me, he seems to do all right in that department. He could lift his game a little bit, but I'm happy with that game. It's what I'm paying him for. And his rankings are 26 at the moment. So everyone's saying he was a top 200 player. 26 is definitely in the top 200, but how we say the rankings. No game from Edwards. Jokic, the big dog, Big Dick Nick, continuing to be sick as always. He kind of took the Nuggets to the win against Toronto, and it turns out he knows how to make Raptor soup because he scored 28 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists. He had 18 points in the first quarter. For some reason, he only scored 10 first a game. I think they kind of thought, well, we're not going to break him. Although I would have liked him to because then we would have maybe had a chance to win this week. So it's not Jokic's fault, but it's his fault. 2 blocks and then 4 turnovers for an 80% free throw and 62% from the field goal, which is a bit weird because he just got to he's got to put it in. That's all right. Grayson Allen hasn't played since we picked him up. Brandon Clark, part 2 of my little duo, Clark and Bane. Another happy game from him. Everyone's saying he's waiver, but 16 points, 6 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and only the 2 turnovers. With a 67% field goal percent, didn't take a free throw, didn't need to. I'm wrapped with this guy. He's great. Again, I'm happy to throw him around from the trade. If anyone in the comments that is in my league, which is kind of everyone at the moment, but we'll get there. Clark's on the table. If you want him, you want him. Monty didn't play, unfortunately. We kind of wished he did play because he is the Robin to my Batman, which is Jokic, or my, as I like to say, the Riddler to my Joker. That's a little DC joke for you guys at home. And Tyler Hero came back again, only scored 15 points, 7 boards, 1 assist, and 2 turnovers. Again, I don't know what everyone's complaining about the free throw percentage because he's went 7 for 7. He's not 100% there. Was actually left my team for the day at 91%. So you're just making up shit, really. 116 points from the one day. We'll take that. Maybe he's come up because he knows the podcast is on, so that's fine. And yeah, Dre's still injured again. Before we go to the trade table, I mean, I might just look at this matchup on the 1v1 because, we've got one more day. We're going to see how we can pick this up. I actually don't think I've seen this page on the desktop app, so I'm kind of working it out myself. So if we have a look here, a bit of an analysis for you. He's got one more game to my 2 games. Find out what those 2 games are. But I don't know where we kind of grab this back because we're winning free throws. Field goals are right. We're winning the points. We should be able to keep that ahead because we got Jokic. Boards, I don't think we're going to be able to pull 43 boards out of the hat. As much a magician that everybody is, and Jokic gets 15 today, doesn't really help. Assists, we should be in front. Steals, I think we got in front there. The blocks could be interesting. We're up 6 blocks behind, and he has 1 game. So what I have to do is get more than his blocks twice to a total of 7, because then I'll be winning the category. And the turnovers, it's unfortunate we lose that turnover because that would have been our kicker. So yeah, look out tomorrow for the head-to-head results and the ladder review, which we'll go through the ladder when everything's gone once it's been registered, and after that Monday, unless it's Tuesday, but we'll find out that when we get there. I don't know how we can quickly. Let's quickly come look and see what we've got tomorrow before we move into the trade table, because we only have a small trade table this time. Rob Williams and Edwards. So Rob Williams can probably pull 7 blocks out of his ass if he wanted to. He is the Time Lord, and he can rewind that clock to when I was winning blocks. We are absolutely killing it on the puns today. Yes, so that's that. We only got Edwards. This is GTD. So if Edwards plays and Rob Williams will play, he's facing the Hawks, so he's got plenty of room to go do whatever he wants. We can hopefully see he will be my hero, which is not a Robbie Williams song. All right, to the trade table. We do actually have a pending trade to be confirmed. So let's have a look at our 2 cents on this. So we're going to move to the trade table for the day. White and Wood for Sabonis. Sabonis just going to the Kings. He did talk about he was going to be on our team if we accepted it, but we said no because it was a Jokic trade. I think this is cool. I think White's got a lot of space now, and attracted to try and tell. Ryan's been trying to peddle Wood for the last 3 weeks. I just don't understand the absolute zero emotional response and connection he has to any of his players, and yet he thinks he's like, oh, I've got a Wendell jersey. Wendell's off the table. No, if I gave him Jokic for a Wendell and fucking Wood deal, he'd take it because he's gutless. He's gutless. But he's getting Sabonis, so that's all right. I don't think he's been on the ladder very well. So he's going to need all the help he can get because his pitcher is the revolving doors. So that trade is fine. And then we'll just have a look at the trade that's on my table, knocking on my door. This is not going to be good. It is from the gutless man, Ryan. Let's do a slow reveal here. Kyrie. Okay, I'm interested. I don't mind a bit of Kyrie. For Westbrook. I did say that I was interested in Kyrie. I also said that Westbrook's on the up. So it's a thinker, and I've thought, and I'm saying no. Kyrie gets jabbed, which is why I would take him. If Kyrie was jabbed, I'd take him, but he's not, so it's all right. Although, the media says he might because Harden's gone now. And that's kind of it. I think there was just a transaction. We've got a live feed coming in here. Bingram Bong added Danilo Gallinari, Big Gallo, and he dropped Jeremy Lamb because I don't know why Jeremy Lamb is. It's just that's something you should do. Yes, so I thought this would be a quick episode, but actually it's going to be the longest yet, so that's a milestone for us. We're going to get to 10 minutes, I think, if I kind of time the next 10 seconds. So yeah, ladder review coming tomorrow. We're going to try and climb this 4-5 deficit with Rob Williams on his back himself. I might actually chuck a streaming because I have one spot left. You will find out if I do that tomorrow. I'm just going to be filtering for blocks. Don't tell everyone else that I'm doing that because someone will snipe me. Yeah, so that's all. No sound bites today, apart from Kyle as always. And yeah, look forward to the next episode. It'll be a big one, and we're going to have no holds bars on a Monday. Call it something Mondays once we get there. Thanks for listening to the 360 NoScope podcast. Subscribe and find me a sponsor. Thanks.